What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to another video on high altitude investing. Today, we are going to be running over Bitcoin. Before we get started, though, if you aren't a subscriber to this channel, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Also, if you enjoy these videos, share them with your friends. So without further ado, let's get straight into the Bitcoin analysis. The last time that we talked about Bitcoin, we were looking at a triangle pattern, and Bitcoin was breaking out of that triangle, but it ended up being a failed breakout. This was basically what happened. Prices started to break out of the triangle, and then, of course, they rejected and came back down to major support. Now what has happened, and something I want to share with you guys today and why I'm bringing this up, is the fact that the market has crashed. And when the market crashed, it created actually another pattern. And as a result of creating this secondary pattern that we see in the market, this is another triangle. So sometimes in technical analysis, we get really worshiping a single line. For example, when I originally had drawn this triangle, we had it drawn like this. We were drawing our triangle like this. Prices started to break out. However, they didn't sustain that breakout. So now we have to use this new market information to our advantage, right? And that's where you can adjust the lines and actually see that there's still another trading pattern here on Bitcoin. Now, this is either a continuation triangle downward or a reversal triangle. Triangle patterns can be reversals or continuations. We just do not know until we clearly break out of this trading range that the market has been forming inside of this triangle. And that's just the truth. People just don't know what it's going to do. It can go either way. However, now that we have another trading pattern, we have something that we can watch. We can watch resistance and we can watch support. So yeah, Bitcoin on the smaller time frame is in a triangle again. Now, one of the reasons this triangle is so important is we don't have that much time left inside of the triangle. We're at the apex of the triangle, so it's going to break out in either direction soon and really give us some clarity on what's going on with Bitcoin. We've just been jumping around so much on this consolidation down here near support that we just have no idea exactly what's going to happen next. And this will give us a clear perspective on Bitcoin, at least here in the 45-minute time frame. And in the bigger picture, we sustain and maintain our target of 100,000 per Bitcoin, and that's not going to change. So really, all of this short-term stuff that we're looking at is just to give us a better idea what's going to happen in the short term with Bitcoin price. Now, the way that these triangles work is whatever the width of the triangle is, you can place it at the point of breakout, whether it's a bullish breakout or a bearish breakout. And this will give you your target in both directions. This is the way the triangle works. So this is your minimum target for the bulls, and this is your minimum target for the bears. The minimum target for the bulls is 18,700, and the minimum target for the bears is 13,500. Another thing to be mindful of here with Bitcoin is watching the volume spikes, because at any point here, Bitcoin could reverse. If Bitcoin does break bullish out of that triangle, it's probably due to the amount of volume that's down here on Bitcoin. And if it does break bullish, then this could be a bottom, because whenever we have spikes in volume, historically, these have been the capitulations and the bottoms on Bitcoin. We also have a bit of a trend line right here. The COVID drop dropped slightly below. However, there was a lot of support in this area on Bitcoin. So this could be a support area on Bitcoin currently as well. So the way that I look at this market is we are worth $16,000 per Bitcoin. We're super undervalued in the big picture. I'm going to maintain my positions. Like I said, I've been buying crypto in the dip and really just taking advantage of this blood. I'm going to keep doing that. I've seen blood in the streets before, and every time that I've bought that with confidence, it has been something I was glad that I did. And as far as the correction goes on Bitcoin, at some point the subwaves have to be over. Every ABC correction has a terminal end, and wherever that is here with Bitcoin is the highest opportunity with the lowest risk. And we've already gone through so much of a correction that we're getting really close to that point, if we're not already there, where the risk is extremely low and the opportunity is very high to be buying Bitcoin. And although this is not financial advice on my channel, this is my trading journal. Like I said, I am buying up the crypto markets right now as we speak and putting money in. This volume is something I definitely want to participate in, and not from the perspective of a seller, but from the perspective of a buyer. Because I believe most of this volume down here is buying volume from bigger players and not selling volume. Also, this would not be the first correction I bought on Bitcoin. As I said, Bitcoin has been something I have been around and invested in for a long time. And these types of corrections are something that I'm actually quite accustomed to at this point. And so buying Bitcoin inside of a correction is something I'm very comfortable with personally, and something I'm willing to do. You know, one of the last times I got this excited about Bitcoin was here in 2018 when it was worth about $3,000, and here in 2020 when it came down during the COVID drop. I got really excited about Bitcoin at both of those points and places. I'm doing the same thing right now. As you can see, I've been uploading on my channel a lot more regularly, and I'm just really excited about the crypto markets as a whole. And I see a lot of opportunity in these markets right now. And they can absolutely change your life. Even just $1,000 can change your life invested in the right coins in the crypto markets. I've seen $1,000 do 25 times, 50 times. You know, that's $25,000 or $50,000. I've seen even higher gains than that, of course, as well. But those are types of gains that happen quite regularly in crypto if you know what you're doing. And there's really not a lot of other places you can do that. So it's a lot of fun to put $1,000 in and say, hey, let's see how much we can make. Will we make 55,000? Will we make 100,000? Will we make 250,000? There's people that make massive amounts off really small initial investments in crypto, but they do it by buying inside of these times when there's so much fear inside of the market. And you just have to take advantage of that fear. It's exactly like what Warren Buffett says about investing in the stock market. Buy when there's blood in the streets, and then just be patient. You know, that's the same thing with crypto. Buy times like right now and be patient. Hold on and understand that the market is going to reward you for picking it up when nobody else was buying except for big money and institutions. And it's not just Bitcoin that I'm buying. Of course, I'm buying Dogecoin and Matic and a whole list of altcoins. We've actually been working on a list of the best projects, me and my close associates and friends. And we're really just gathering all of the best cryptos. We know that the market as a whole is undervalued. You know, Dogecoin is worth 7 cents down here. It's gone through a massive correction since the peak. So we're looking at the best projects. We're buying stuff undervalued and really taking advantage of this fear, because we know that if you buy something at 7 cents, you know, and then sell it at $1 later, you're doing pretty good. That's a pretty darn good investment. And there's so many opportunities just like that. There are setup after setup that are going to moon here in the crypto markets, just go vertical. We're going to make a lot of profit. And the people that aren't buying down here while everybody else is scared, they're going to look back and they're going to have to buy high. They're going to have to buy late. and they're not going to make near as much money. A lot of them won't even buy because they'll be scared that they were too late and that it already pumped, but it'll still end up going even higher usually. So it's really about positioning yourself. In my opinion, what I've noticed is it's really about positioning yourself in these dips, buying the dip. And if you can do that, you can really set yourself apart in investing, and you can do well in these markets. So whether you're buying Dogecoin, whether you're investing in Chili's, which is one that I am personally very excited about, this one is another one of those projects that can just break its all-time high, shoot to new all-time highs, and completely change your life. But yeah, it's important to take some calculated risks sometimes. The people that don't take any risks at all are the people that are actually risking the most. Because in order to actually progress, you got to take risk. It's like inside of a game of basketball or something. In order to make the hoop, you actually got to shoot the hoop and make it into that spot. And you have to take the risk of missing, right? And that's how a lot of good things are in life. If you're not going to take a risk and just go for it, then you absolutely have no chance at all of winning. So that's one of those things you have to think about sometimes, and inside of the markets, people look at it, they see it as a thing of fear. Oh, I'm not going to invest in that. What if I lost money? But it's like, how are you ever going to shoot any hoop at all if you don't take a shot sometimes? And that's the way that I look at it. It's been powerful for me to look at these markets in that way. So yeah, whether it's Chili's or Dogecoin or Bitcoin, all of these things are looking really good, you guys. Don't mind the short term. Let the short term do its thing. These markets are undervalued. They're going to reverse. I'm keeping my positions, and I'm keeping my money in the markets. I'm adding to my positions. So I'm not going to take any money out or anything like that. So thank you guys for tuning in today. I love and appreciate every single one of you. Do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Also, if you enjoyed these videos, share them with your friends. I really appreciate that. And you can always join the Discord as well. Links in the description below. Free Discord or the VIP or Mastermind live webinar coaching. Those are the two options as far as paid memberships in the high altitude investing programs. The VIP is really awesome as far as community goes. We get to take trades together and share our investments and share what we're buying, what we're selling. And the live mastermind webinars also has all of that stuff, the community for lifetime and everything. You get it for life. But you also get 3 months of live webinars every single Saturday where you learn from me. So reach out to me on email in the description for either of those options. Again, thank you for tuning in. I love you. And as always, stay profitable out there.